In this video, I'll be going over how I've sold over 1,500 units so far with Amazon KDP since I started on December 24th, 2021 up until currently August 13th, 2023. So I've been doing KDP for over a year and a half now, and I've definitely learned a lot, and it's been a journey. So first, let's start with my ad campaign just to kind of get that out of the way. So I don't really run a lot of ads. I focus a lot on organic sales, but I have made 71 orders with ads. So if we subtract 71 from the 1648, that's going to get us 1577 organic sales, or sales that weren't bought directly from the ad campaigns. So I haven't really run them seriously until recently, June 2023. That's when I started to actually run the ad campaigns pretty seriously, but I recently turned them off for part of August due to some personal financial issues. I just don't want to risk having a ad cost towards the end of the month. However, my ads have been profitable. It's just that by the time I get the royalties, the payments are already due. So my ATOS has been 15.97% and 11.23%. I did run some other ads beforehand, but they weren't really profitable. And it looks like I did make some orders. So maybe they were a little bit profitable. I'm not sure. I just get nervous and I turn them off. But that wasn't the reason why I turned them off recently. So moving on. So back to my orders here. Let's go to the old reports because then I can actually show you the orders amount. And I'm surprised they actually still have the old reports up here. It does say they will remove them in the future, but I feel like it's been a while. So pretty happy about that. I have mostly all low content books. I do have one high content book, which is my personal book called It's All in Your Head, written by Taylor Haselton, which is me. And I have that for hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Majority of all my books are paperback. I do have some that are hardcover, and the only ebook I have is my high content. So looking at December 2021 when I started, most of these sales are all from my personal book because I have friends and family that wanted to support me and that continue to support me, and I greatly appreciate it. And I sold 2 ebooks and then 7 paperbacks. And I think that's it for ebooks, honestly, so far. In January, I sold 9 total. One was a hardcover, and I think that was my personal book as well. And then February, I sold 21, and majority of these sales, or like 7 or 9 of them, I forget how many, is from one notebook that just sold a bunch at one time for some reason, which was kind of really cool. And then March sold 9, April 3. This was really bad. I did not make much money at all in 2022, the beginning here, and then May 4. So at this point, I honestly almost gave up. I was just really upset about KDP, and I didn't understand why I wasn't making sales. Felt like I was doing everything right. And then June, I sold 11, so it started to pick up. And halfway through June, around there, maybe around June 20th or something, I bought the Passive Income Templates program, and I'm not sure if she's still selling the program. You have to check out her YouTube channel called Passive Income Templates. And the program is called Passive Income Templates Accelerator Program, I believe, or Passive Income Accelerator Program, something like that. And that really changed my business, honestly, because she taught me how to do niche and keyword research organically, because she focuses a lot on organic sales. And that really helped me because I was not doing my keywords right at all. I was not validating my niches at all. I honestly was just creating books just to create them. And that just was not working, obviously, as you can see by the amount of sales I had here when I probably had over 100 books already in my dashboard. So then in July, I sold 55, which was really cool. And I made over $100 that month, which just was incredible. And then August, I sold 92 and made over $200 that month. And I was just so, so happy. And then I kind of just stopped working KDP again. I was just really busy and I didn't really have time. And I mean, I could have made the time, obviously, if I really wanted to. I could have prioritized KDP. However, I just didn't. So I didn't really do anything for these 4 months, and all the orders were around the same. 70, this one has 80, so 71, 75, 79, then 80. And I made about the same amount of money every month. I think it was like $161 a month or something. And then January, I actually got laid off from my corporate job. So once I kind of recuperated from that, I decided to deep dive into KDP and try to get this income going up. So I sold 119 and then 121 in February. And somewhere around this time, I'm not sure, January, February, maybe even March, I'm not really sure. I bought the Rachel Harrison's son's Low Content Profits Academy. So I bought her program or course. And that honestly was a big game changer for me as well, which I don't think I have completed it fully yet, but I got through a majority of the course, I think. And she really helped me again with niche and keyword research, and she does it a bit differently. And I think everyone has a different method, but I actually was able to create a book in an entirely different niche and actually made sales with it. So that was really cool. So my main niche that I made most of my sales in are scrapbook and craft book paper, or scrapbook and craft paper pad. So that's where majority of all my sales come from, and that is low content. So I do have some, like, occasionally a notebook will sell. Coloring books don't typically sell for me, but I might have one sell at some point. I have a sketchbook that does sell at least once a month usually, and then there may be some random ones that will occasionally sell. And then for March or February was 121, March was 142, April 158. May 163, which I made over $400 this month, and that was just incredible. And then June was 138, and then it looks like it's not showing me the last few. Let's just do maybe year to date, and maybe it'll show me then. Nope, just still doing May and June. So we'll go back over here. So for July, I'm not sure exactly the number of units ordered. Just if I hover over it, it'll reveal all of my books. I'm sure you're already aware of all the copycats and issues with showing books sometimes. So I have shown a few of my books, though. If you would check that out on my channel, I do have an unboxing video, and sometimes I do show them in my tutorials. But my newer books I don't typically show right now. So for July, I sold almost 200 units, it looks like. Not entirely sure how many. Probably, I think it was 190 or something like that. Let's just go ahead and look here. Let's just do last month and get the exact amount. So 197 is what I sold for July. So almost at 200 mark. And honestly, I was just so happy with that. It was my highest month so far with KDP, and that made me so happy. And then for August, we're still kind of almost in the middle of August so far. So that amount, I'm not really sure what that's going to be yet. But pretty much how I was able to sell this much is because this is not just overnight. This has taken me over a year and a half. So please don't be discouraged if you're not making a lot of money yet. I mean, looking at my 2021 and 2022, it took me over 6 months to make $100 on KDP. So it definitely can take time, and everybody's journey is different. Figuring out how to do niche and keyword research was huge. I don't believe you need to spend a lot of money to make money with KDP, but the courses were definitely helpful. There are, however, tons of free YouTube videos out there, and I'm sure you could find a lot of great information there to help you. I did also buy Publisher Rocket at some point this year in 2023, and that has been helpful with finding niches. And I probably am still not using the program completely right, but I'm still learning all the different tools that are there. And then the ads were helpful in helping me get sales. I got 71 orders, but overall these are all organic sales. And I think that comes down to the niche and keyword research and making sure that I'm validating them and niching down enough, and, having a good title, description, cover, everything like that. I think one of my books does have A+ content. I'm not sure if any of the other ones do, but there's so many different things you can do. A lot of people advertise on other platforms, which I've seen a lot of. And I think a few months ago, maybe even more now, a YouTuber I follow did that. And one of their books ended up getting a lot of sales because their YouTube video went a little bit viral or something like that. So that was pretty cool. I haven't really dove into that much right now, but I think I would like to try that at some point. So I just want to make this video to show you that it's possible. This did take me a year and a half to do this so far, and I am happy to see the upwards trend now, but this does take time. KDP is a lot to learn, so please don't be discouraged if you're still starting out, if you're still trying to figure figure out KDP. It took me a while to find the niche that really works for me. Just because scrapbook paper works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. There are thousands and thousands of different books you can create out there, and all of them have the potential to bring in a good income. So I really hope this video was helpful. I hope it was inspiring. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope that you have a great day.